on it. Everybody, come on, throw your hands up. We got that feel-good music, that vibe to make you wanna lose it. Everybody stop what you doing, rock to the music, bounce to the music. For all my people all across the globe, we got that feel-good music that'll heal your soul. No matter what, hit the dance floor with Honey Get Light. Get to know her.
Everybody, it's your man Vince Pass in the building for the podcast. One voice, one mic. Y'all know what it is. We back at it again. You feel me? Actually, it's for the podcast, the Vince Pass Experience. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm your man, Vince Pass. What's up? Where you at out here? You feel me? Shout out to my daughter in the building, Renaya in the building. You feel me? Yo, you got to send me the flyer for the pull-up, but I'm going to be advertising this on my page, so you need to get that flyer to me, you know what I mean? So we can get and push that out there. Yeah, you know what it is. So look, tonight, we're going to chop it up in the main vein. We're going to chop it up on something serious. But, first, man, I want to holler at some people out here real fast. You know, shout out to my people from the Truth Be Told podcast. Yo, listen, man, they got a show, a party out here in Brooklyn going on in a minute. You feel what I'm saying? Check out my people from the Truth Be Told podcast. You dig? You follow them on IG, follow them even on Facebook. Follow Rain 711. You can follow my man Clean Glam. You dig what I'm saying on IG. It's an all-white party. It's from 3 to 8 p.m., as you can see. You feel me? Tickets are $25, but it's at a secret location. That's the only thing about it. So if you're up in New York, it's at a secret location. Check them out. Here goes the link right here. You feel what I'm saying? If you click on the IG page, you get all up in the link and you'll find out exactly where the party is. $25, nice date party, 3 to 8. Check out my peoples. You dig what I'm saying? Truth Be Told podcast is in the building. Yo, you gotta purchase the tickets. They got giveaways going on. They got hats. They got jackets. They got hoodies, cups, whatever. You dig what I'm saying? They ready for the event. You feel me? So make sure you support the Truth Be Told podcast, especially on IG. They pushing the 10,000 followers right now. Help my peoples out. You feel me? Let's get the algorithms up. Click, tag, and share. You know what I'm saying? Holler at my people. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let me tell y'all something. Then, you got Cincinnati's own right here. You dig what I'm saying? My man Mark Dorse in the building for Hoop Nerds. All right? Now, listen now. You got to go check out the website, Nerds Brand, www.thenerdsbrand.com. See that Cincinnati jacket right there? That's $250. But let me tell y'all something. I tried that jacket on. That jacket is so heavy. So it's definitely a wintertime jacket. Early spring jacket. He got sweatsuits for the skinny, for the big guys. He got t-shirts, he got hats, everything. You feel me? Support Hoop Nerds, you dig? My man Mark Dorse used to play basketball overseas. He's a product of Cincinnati, Princeton High School. His father was a basketball phenom in the city. And guess what? The apple didn't fall that far from the tree. It fell to Mark Dorse Jr. But check out www.thenerdsbrand.com. You feel what I'm saying? Go look my man up, you know what I mean? And let's get at it. Support black business. That's what it's all about. That's what we popping on, you dig? Yeah, I got a ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. Yo, my IG going off heavy right now. You feel me? But Black Mastermind, that's what I am. You dig what I'm saying? So listen, if you're interested in turning that hookup hobby or hustle into a business, get at your man. You know what I mean? You can follow me. You can catch up to me. You dig what I'm saying? You can email me if you want. Right here. This is where you find me at. That's Vince Pass, CINCBMM. That is Cincinnati Black Mastermind at Outlook.com. Right? Let's turn that hookup hobby or hustle into something big. You know what I mean? To a real business. Let's not continue to say that we in business and we don't know the first thing about business. So come on, man. Let's come on down. Come holler at your boy. Get at me, and let's get to have a conversation about it. But on top of that, not only we got that going on, we got a summit coming up from July 16th to the 19th. You know what I'm saying? It's a 4-day event. It's an all-white party going on. As you can see it, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. The business expos from 2 to 8. So it jumps off on Thursday. All right, so you got to get there early. So Thursday and Friday, it's gonna be popping. Day 2, white night event from 8 to 11. Day 3, conference sessions and award dinner. And day 4, the brunch and graduation. Early registration, you know what I'm saying, is $149. After that, pre-registration is $189. Find a good hotel room. You can text Summit or to 913-349-7817. You dig what I'm saying? So, that's all the advertisements we got today. So what's up, everybody? Holla at your man. You did what I'm saying. We out here. We out here. All right. So now look, I'm gonna let y'all know. It is tough when you work in the board by yourself. So when you get in the podcast, understand something, man. It is definitely not for the weak. So make sure you keep my man Drop Squad in the building. Drop. What's going on, my brother? You know what I'm saying? Check me out on Twitter too. I'm on everything. You dig what I'm saying? I'm so busy plugging everybody else. I forgot to plug myself. Hey, yo, click, tag, and share it. You dig what I'm saying? YouTube.com/Vince Pass. Catch me there. You can catch me here. Facebook/Vince Pass. Twitter.com Vince Pass TV. Catch me on LinkedIn. I'm even on LinkedIn right now. You dig what I'm saying? Link.com/IN/Vince Pass/ I hope they get an easier link for LinkedIn. You feel what I'm saying? Sometime in the next few months. Okay. But then you can catch me on my website too. I'll be streaming live to my website pretty soon. I'm just trying to figure out how we're gonna get that done. But I'll be streaming my YouTube to my website. So you can even watch it on my website, www.onevoiceonemic.com. All right. Get at your boy, you dig? And of course, it's Mental Health Month. All right. So check it out. You know anybody that's not feeling like they're gonna make it out here? Things getting tough. They ain't nobody to talk to. 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Chop it up. You dig what I'm saying? So look, hey, I heard some real disturbing news today, actually I heard it a few minutes ago. It was the Kevin Samuels 911 tape. Very disturbing, very disturbing. It was a young lady that was trying to really actually save his life, and she was asking them, the 911 operators. Yeah, I heard about Glenn Washington. I'm gonna touch on him in a moment. I didn't know what was I didn't know what Nate was talking about today, but I'm definitely going to get into that shortly. But yeah, so Kevin Samuels, there was a young lady who was trying to save his life, and she was telling him, "Yo, listen, he's turning blue." So she's watching the whole process as he's passing on. You know what I'm saying? And then she's telling him, "Yo, listen, we don't have time. I need for you guys to tell whoever's downstairs to bring up, all right, the AED machine. That's what we need." You dig what I'm saying? So, if all y'all don't know what the AED machine is, right? That is the defibrillation machine where they shock your heart. And so the machine didn't get up here in time. As you can tell, the ambulance didn't get up there in time. 911 was late. And next thing you know, Kevin Samuels is no more. So I'm quite sure there's going to be a further investigation of it, dealing with time and space. You know what I mean? They're going to want to bridge all that together, and then we're going to go from there. Yo, so check it. So today, my guy, Dave Ivy, was talking about Glenn Washington of Cincinnati, Ohio. Glenn Washington was a media personality and producer. He was a host and creator and executive producer of Snap Judgment, which is a radio stage television show produced by PRX. He passed away today. He passed away at 52. Glenn, was from Cincinnati, Ohio. A great major talent, you know what I'm saying? And he is definitely going to be missed by those who have been in the radio industry, media industry and podcasting. I mean, he touched a lot of people. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Glenn Washington. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be missed, my brother. And man, listen, man, get your ducks lined up. All right. If you've been in this life for at least 50 years already, we got more days behind us than we do in front of us. All right. So just definitely get yourself together, line yourself up. You know what I mean? Make sure when it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go smell the roses sometime because we all gonna bow out one day. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone that's on here right now. You did. So look. Let's chop it up for a minute. You did what I'm saying. Let's chop it up. Let me talk about some things. So this weekend, I had an opportunity to spend, and happy related Mother's Day to all the mothers that are out there. Happy Mother's Day to you all still. I still think the mother is the greatest thing to even grace the earth. It's amazing how God lives through a woman. Amazing. I had a real interesting conversation with my lady. And she was like, "Yo, what are you going to talk about? What are you going to talk about?" So yesterday I visited a church. You know what I mean? Shout out to Overflow Ministries and Apostle Llewellyn. And I caught my pastor later on the on the on his live, and so I was listening to both of them. So I heard the Apostle live, and I heard my pastor on the restream on the Facebook. So they was talking about the same thing. In two different ways, they was talking about the same thing. So what I want to talk to you tonight about, the topic tonight, we're discussing our mothers. And truly, the topic tonight is, do you know your assignment? This is going to be heavy, so I got to take me a swig of my water. Well, all right, let's get into it. All right. So, I was visiting a church yesterday, and Apostle Llewellyn, you know what I'm saying, he was talking about Mother's Day. And how Mother's Day is a real special time of the year, right? For mothers. So I want to ask you this. For how many of you out there have your mom or even a mother figure still alive right now? That you talk to, you hang out with, you say what's up to, and you do all the motherly things, you know what I'm saying? And even if your mom is not here, your mom is here, you hang out with your mom and everything, right? So he was talking about his story yesterday. His story was deep. And I want to give a shout out to all of the people who grew up without their mothers. Because here's what I want to talk to y'all about tonight. I want to talk about, did you know your assignment? Now, when I say did you know your assignment, I'm not speaking directly. What's going on, Kel? I'm not speaking directly to, say, you as the listener right now. I'm asking you a question. Do you think that your mom knew the assignment? There's some brothers and sisters that are out here that are living hard. Hey, Ma, how you doing, babe? There's some brothers and sisters that are out here that are still going through some things, dealing with adoption, dealing with abandonment, dealing with abuse, dealing with a lot of issues that, have taken place either with their parents no longer being here, their mother no longer being here, or with their mom may have given them up for adoption, or their mothers were abusive, things like that, right? I want to ask you a question. Did you ever bother to think that the woman that brought you into the world was just supposed to be the vessel to bring you into the world? Let's think about that for a second. Do you think that she was only designed to bring you into the world? That was her only assignment. Or even bring her kids into the world. That was her only assignment. She ain't raised them. She was still out here getting, whether she was getting high, whether she wasn't mentally equipped enough to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Was she just designed to bring you into the world? So, and the reason why I asked that, because when Apostle Llewellyn was talking about his story, he had said he never did a Mother's Day um, sermon before. And so I guess it was his time to do a Mother's Day sermon. And as he was talking about the assignment that his mother had to bring him and his siblings into the world, right? But he wasn't raised by his mother. He was raised by someone else. So see, he was explaining how there was two women that were mother but had two different assignments. You feel me? Then he went on and did the comparison. How Moses' biological mother, right? gave birth to him, knew that because he was a male child being born, that he was in jeopardy of being killed. So she got a basket, put him in the basket, pushed him in the calmest part of the Nile River where the princess, the Pharaoh's daughter, was bathing. They seen the basket, took the basket. Now, mind you, he's a Hebrew child. Took the basket. She began to raise him like his own, like her own. He became high up in rank in Egypt until he had the run-in with the Egyptian who was about to kill the Hebrew man. He killed him and buried him. Okay, and after that, he left. He basically broke out because there was another situation to whereas he was trying to break up a fight, and my girl was telling me about it today. I don't speak as eloquently about the story, but I guess you guys are getting my point. And he was breaking up another fight, and then the Hebrew man said, "Are you going to kill us like you killed the Egyptian?" And so at that point, that's when he left. But I was saying that to say this: his mother had an assignment, completed the assignment, was to bring Moses into the world, okay, and to keep him safe. But her job was to get him to somewhere else that he can go on and fulfill the purpose that he had in the earth. Now, I know y'all sitting here saying to yourself, some of you could be sitting there saying to yourself right now, like, yo, V, you don't usually talk about this or even talk about stuff like this on the show. Now, mind you have to understand, I talk about everything on my show, all right? But this resonated home for me, okay? Because my mother, she passed away when I was 5. She, victim of murder-suicide. My dad killed my mother. So I was like that. You feel what I'm saying? I was like Moses' mom bringing him into the world. My mother did everything that she could do to prepare her children because I think my mother knew by the hands of my father that she was going to die. So she prepared my sisters, got my brothers straight, and then there was just me left. Okay? And so when it took place, it wasn't of no surprise to my brothers and sisters, okay? But then that's when we were handed off to a spiritual mother, to my aunt, who was a praying mother, okay, who prayed for all of us. Then after that, because of inexperience in being in the youth, that's when my brothers and sisters fell victim to the streets. But during that time when I was even out there hustling and doing whatever I was doing, there was so many women along the way, spiritual mothers, because that took me in, that took me up. You know what I'm saying? God will always give you what you don't have. Because he tell you, God look after babies and fools. You will always get what you will always get what you need. God will always give you what you need at the time you need it, so you can complete whatever task you're supposed to complete in the earth. Period. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. You feel me? So when you think about how much time you spent being angry with your mother, the biological mother, the one who's supposed to have given you everything, the one who's your first love you're supposed to ever experience. You know what I'm saying? The one who's supposed to wipe your nose and tie your shoes and be there for the first kiss and the first prom or the first dance. She was going through issues that was probably passed down to her. But did you ever think that her only assignment was to get either you or your other siblings here? And that's it. Because she may not have been equipped enough to take care of you. But let me go back to the story. So you have Moses' mother who got Moses to a safe space. But you got to remember, mothers always take a risk to take care of their children. So before you pass judgment on what your mother, you thought your mother was supposed to do for you, she already did it. That was to get you here. Like the apostle said yesterday, he said, "You're out of all of the sperm. There's millions of them. Men shoot off millions of sperm cells. Little fish trying to get up to the embryo. All right? You was the one to make it. That's it. Point blank. Now I know some mothers that have been in Cincinnati. I could say they was terrible. They didn't treat their kids right. But I know that all of the mothers, the spiritual mothers that took care of the kids, that I know mothers were going through things, they were better off in these situations. So they had someone praying for them. So at the end of the day, God was still giving you what you needed. Hold on to that for a second. So my man Cal, we was talking today. He told me the same thing. Like, yo, I'm in this, my peoples don't even deal with me. And it may not be by no device of his own. There was adoption in play. There's probably a whole lot of guilt going on, whole lot of words being passed. But here's what I say to you, and I tell this to you, directly to you, my man Kel. Listen, whatever was supposed to happen for you to be here, you here. And whatever your divine purpose is, bro, go ahead and seek it. Go ahead and do it. You know you have that relationship with God. You have your own personal relationship. Let that what is supposed to be in you manifest in you. Don't be angry. You don't got time for that. It takes more energy to be angry. It takes more energy to be angry. It takes more energy to be angry. And that's on everything. So while you're going through the things that you're going through, you got to remember that the level of forgiveness that you have to have in these situations will test your patience. It will test your faith. It will test everything in you. But you need to know one thing. Whatever the situation is, whatever the situation was, you wasn't there for it, so you don't know the dynamics behind it. So we be blaming our mothers, you know what I'm saying, for things that we don't know if they even had control over. My mother was abused. My father beat my mother up. My mother tried to get away. But how you getting away from a 6'2", 250-pound, rock solid military man? He told her, if I can't have you, nobody will. And he was dead set on that. And when he said that, that's when my mother began to prepare my brothers and sisters. It was giving me a lot of love. But I can tell you right now, when Father's Day come around, I miss my daddy. I miss my daddy every day. And I miss my mother every day because I can easily blame my mother. Why you ain't get away from him? At one point I did. At one point I blamed my mother for staying in an abusive relationship. But until I found out that she really tried to get away. And so all I say is that if you are faced in them situations where you have your biological mother, then you have your spiritual mother, or you have a woman that took care of you, or you've been bounced from house to house and things like that, listen, God gonna give you everything you need along the way. It's going to be the mother that's going to teach you how to pray. It's going to be the mother that's going to teach you how to dress. It's going to be the mother that's going to teach you how to wash clothes. It's going to be the mother that's going to teach you how to cook. It's going to be the mother that's going to teach you how to cook, how to clean. It's going to be the mother that's going to teach you how to make your bed. I'm trying to tell you, he is going to put those women in place for you that will teach you exactly what you need to get to where you need to go. I can't begin to tell you the amount of anger I held on to for 30 years. And let me tell you what that did to me. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Yo, I was so angry, right? And I didn't know I was so angry. I had 2 nervous breakdowns in college. Yeah, but no one knew I had these breakdowns. I had 2 nervous breakdowns in school. I had I had I had been getting in trouble with the law. Like throughout my college years, I was getting in trouble with the law. You feel what I'm saying? And like Ron just said, God always provides who we need, even if it's not the person we think it should be. Facts. Big facts. So I was so brainwashed from what I thought took place. But when I found out what took place, that is when I began to forgive. I was like, yo, Dad, yeah, I forgive you. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know my pops was strung out on drugs. I didn't know my pops was in the war at an early age. He forged my mother's name on his military entrance application. My grandmother, he forged the name, right? Went into the military at 16. Went overseas. Got shot, lost a kidney, opium. Came home. You already know what that opium is, heroin. He wasn't smoking it over here. He was injecting it over here. I was hearing he did speedballs in his neck. I was hearing the gruesome side of all this. But I didn't know the things that my father had faced even as a child. My Aunt Blanche said to me, I asked her one day, God bless my Aunt Blanche. She said, you want to know what you want to know about your father? She said, let me tell you something. She said, there are things that I know, not just about my father, but about my family, about my uncle, my aunt, my grandfather, my grandmother, and the things that took place when I was young, when they was younger. She said I would take them to the grave with me. So see, there's an origin on why things take place, but not to get away from what I'm trying to relate to you tonight. You not knowing or believing in what you think something should be. No, scratch that. You're not believing what things are, but you're still believing in what you are hoping it to be. Many of people will still will fight to try to get the relationship with their biological mother at the critical times in their own life. And then it takes them all the way off the mission that they're already on. All because they're still yearning for that first love. All they still learning from that touch. Because it's nothing like your mother. This is why I tell people, if you're disrespecting your mother, honor thy mother, thy father, thy days will be longer, man. You feel what I'm saying? Honor thy mother and thy father, thy days will be longer. That is a commandment that comes with the promise. So you disrespect your parents or your mother, your father, huh? How many of us already know what has happened to some people who have done that? Anyway, let me circle back real quick. So you have to think about the risk that Moses' mother took. How many of you, whether it be your biological mother or even your real mama, y'all know the sacrifices that they make every day? If you know the sacrifices that they make, that they made or even make, just put your hands up in the chat. You feel me? Just say me, I do. You feel what I'm saying? Just put something in there saying that you acknowledge the sacrifices that your mother makes for you. It's important for you to know that. It's important for you to understand. You feel what I'm saying? It's important for you to understand that. Even if you're dealing with a person who is not your real mother, but she gives you the same kind of love, kisses you and tells you that everything is going to be all right, still put her arms around you at night, still do those things that's necessary for you to make you feel like the person that you need to be. There's so many people who miss that, the part of the sacrifice, but they being obedient to what God wants them to do when it comes to you. Let me be clear. They are being obedient to what God wants them to do, wants him to do for you. So that's why I said to you tonight, do you understand their assignment? Me, I have multiple women, mothers in my life. Mother Hicks, Mother Howard, Grandma McCray, Aunt Val. You know what I'm saying? They whole family of women had them. Jerry Bradley mama. You know what I'm saying? Tracy Grant. And she had me when we were young, 7, 8 years old. Feel me? Living in Flatbush. I can go on. I got like my Justice. I could name you 10, even here in Cincinnati. Mama Richardson. Women that took me under the wing because they knew I needed to learn something. You feel me? I learned how to wash clothes through Miss Bradley. I didn't know how to wash clothes. She taught me how to separate the whites and the colors and the light colors. Yeah, she taught me all that. I didn't know how to do that. This is around the time I'm getting ready. I'm going to the 12th grade. She said, there's some things you need to learn, son. I teach my sons this, you're going to learn the same thing. So she understood the assignment. We don't know the things that's going on in the spiritual realm. So, Kev, I tell you this, brother, that whatever you holding on to, let that go. Let that go. Let that be where it's at. Your forgiveness in this situation directly ties to your assignment. Hear me again. Your forgiveness, my man Kel, directly ties to your assignment. I don't know what your assignment is, but we was talking about it today. As far as you going back to school or whatever, your forgiveness of this situation requires you to do so because it's going to directly affect your assignment. All right? I need you to take that. I don't know where that, I ain't gonna lie to you, that didn't come from me. I'm letting the spirit just work. You feel me? So I just want to let you know that. But anyway, like I was saying, so now the Egyptian woman is raising this Hebrew boy Now, mind you, she know that he Hebrew. Now, the law already done been passed by the Pharaoh. He said what? Firstborn, off with their head. Kaka, you feel me? Let's get rid of them. She hit him. Changed his clothes and everything. And raised them like her own. How many of you, I've experienced this when I was homeless. Someone took you in, didn't even know you, or gave you something that they didn't even know you. Maybe gave you some shoes, some clothes, some food, advice. They didn't even know you, but they kept pouring into you. Definitely me. They poured into you. They prayed for you. Took you to church, bought you a pair of shoes, gave you some socks. Yeah. They understood the assignment. And this is the part where I say, when I tell y'all, pay attention. I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't even think about this. And in the apostle, when he explained it, he said it had just came to him too. Because in all the years he's been preaching, he never did a Mother's Day ceremony. And I mean a Mother's Day sermon, and this was his first one. Now, I don't know the story of Zipporah too well. My girl Rhonda was telling me about it earlier today. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? She's way more versed in the Bible than I am. So, you know, I think I'm just God's ghetto soldier. You know what I mean? So I just know how to break it down into ghetto layman terms. You know, so we get into the people the way they understand it. You know what I mean? You know, Rhonda says she has a great mother. A great mother, and God still sends amazing mothers on her path to bless me in ways my mom didn't have the capacity to. It's and you know what, Ron, you're absolutely right. It don't stop because you get a certain age. It don't stop because you get a certain age. So I want to tell you that also too, Kel. You know, just to kind of piggyback on what she's saying, it don't stop. So it may be an elder right now that's trying to give you something. If it is, take a moment and breathe and hear it out. So Zipporah, right? I don't want to get the story wrong because this was so serious when I heard it. Okay. I'm just going to cut to the meat of it. All right. So basically, Zipporah's sons, now it's in the Bible, Zipporah's sons were uncircumcised. All right. So the father did not follow the law. Now, mind you, Zipporah was a beautiful Ethiopian woman. All right. She was black. All right. The Bible clearly says that. All right. The Bible clearly says that. So what he does next, he doesn't circumcise his son, right? So God said, yo, I'm about to send the angels. Yo, they're coming on back with me. The poor found out, whoa, wait a minute. All right, hold on, I got this. Boom. She goes, circumcise him up. You feel what I'm saying? Because there was a law of circumcision back in the Old Testament. Mind you, we live Old Testament time. Boy, we all be dead. I think my tongue will be out my throat. You know what I'm saying? Look like a Colombian necktie. But I'm just saying that in Old Testament times, they had the law of circumcision. And so Zipporah was like, yo, hold up, man. Let me cut them down, you know what I mean? Took the foreskin off and all that good stuff, right? And what she did, and all right, I got you, God. I'm gonna holler at you later on, all right? Peace. So, you know, she did what she had to do, right? To make sure that her kids didn't get taken back up into the heavens, right? So let's go ahead and bring this down to the earthly realm. You know what I mean? All right, yeah, she was a Midian. She was a Midianite sister. That's what Rhonda told me just now. Okay, so you know I kind of do need help in this area. I ain't well versed, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the story. You know what I mean? I make sure you get the meat. So we're gonna keep it pushing. So how many times? Okay, now mind you, when she did what she did, she spared her sons and even her husband. Okay, now let's bring this down to the earthly realm for a minute. All right. How many times have you ever known your moms or your spiritual mother or someone that's been a mother figure like to you, right? That held the house down, went out, 2 or 3 jobs, things ain't going right in the crib, but she had to take care of everything in the house. But you mad because she not home. Because she's making a better way for y'all. Even with the husband there. For whatever reason, he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. Or he's not able to do enough. Mothers have this unique talent of rainy day. I believe like a woman's superpower comes when she knows like the family's back is about to be against the wall, and next thing you know, she go through. What you talking about? That's done already. That's done already. Money saved up for this. Like it's like they looking deeper into the future. You feel me? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Whatever you give your woman, you give her $20, she gonna make it 60. You give her $100, she gonna make it 200. You give her $1,000, she's gonna come back and give you $10,000 because this is what she does. There's things that go on that we don't know that women do. You ever ask yourself, Kel, like, yo, where'd you get that from? How'd you do that? And you just be like, I ain't even gonna worry about it. Whatever you give a woman that's about her business, and especially about her father's business, she multiplies whatever you give her. She multiplies whatever you give her. So, Kel, you laughing right now, right? Yeah, you ever ask yourself that question? Like, how she come home with shoes for you? She done bought the kids all kinds of stuff. Got something for her, something for you, and she still got about $200 left. Hey, this is why I don't go. This is why I won't. I don't go shopping with one because I'm not about to be. I can't. Your superpower is totally different from mine. I can't do it. It's amazing. Whatever you give her, she gonna bring back multiplied. Renaya, if you are on here, let me know you on here right now. Renaya was on here earlier. She's a young lady who's been like a daughter to me. Always have been. Babe, you got to meet her. I'm gonna introduce you to her. I don't know if she's still on here, but I will. I want to tell her something, and I think she might have gotten off. And yeah, I think she did. But Drop, I know you on here, Drop. I always love you and I always appreciate you, brother, for always rocking out with me, man. I appreciate you. My man Drop Squad 52, he here right now. Catch him on Twitter, and you know we rock out with him. My man Kel, uh, Kel is nuts. Okay, underscore Kel underscore is IZ underscore nuts. You NUTZ. If you want some comedy, this is where it's at. All right, but the show's not over yet. We about to get ready to wrap this up. All right. So we talked about the assignment. We talked about your biological mother bringing you into the world, but you've been handed off to a spiritual mother. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to call her. So I want to leave y'all with this, and I don't know if this has helped anyone tonight. I hope it did, and even if it did, just know it's not of me. Because to tell you the truth, I usually have my notes written down, but I didn't have any notes written down today because I felt so convicted by this. My pastor, Pastor Andre O'Neill, Russo O'Neill, was talking yesterday about Zipporah. And he said that a mother, whether she's your biological or she's your spiritual mother, she will cover you when you will, even when you don't know it. Your behavior could be all out the way. You could be smoking weed, getting high, robbing, stealing, doing whatever, but she is going to cover you. There will be one of those prayers that you didn't think that she was praying on with you that's gonna hit you in your heart, and it's gonna knock you down. It's gonna save your life. It's gonna turn you around. But you don't even know about them prayers. Praying mothers don't just pray on their knees. Don't just pray on their face. If you ever looked at the floor in your mother's house, and if you could always tell the place where she paces at. I always believed that was the praying place between to and from. That was always the praying place. So if you are on here and you carrying around anger because because you felt like your mother wasn't there enough for you, that's because she probably wasn't equipped enough to. But I know God gave you something in someone else that was able to do that for her. You got to let the anger go. Please forgive. It was an interesting piece in the Antoine Fisher story at the end. Yeah, car shower, right? Car shower, prayer room, all that. I talk to the Lord about mine anywhere. My man Kev says, my heart is in the right place. Forgiveness is key. I love my family, appreciate everything my mother has done for me. Calmness and joy get folk upset. Very much, Kel. Very much, very much, very much. We've got to understand that no matter what, God gonna supply your every need. Now I don't know what anyone's situation is, except for those who I really know. But I say this to you. Even though you get one biological mother, you'll get a whole bunch of other spiritual mothers. I'm gonna get to the Antoine Fisher reference in a minute. Okay? He gonna give you what you need. And you need to honor them. Honor them. Even honor the one that wasn't there for you. Honor her. Do something nice with her. Not just go buy her a big gift. Hug her, kiss her. Tell her, Mama, I forgive you. I love you. I forgive you for beating my butt that day when I didn't even do nothing wrong. Whoever had one of them got a butt whooping just because. Just because you was close. And I was mad. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the Antoine Fisher reference. Okay? So if you notice at the end of the movie, Viola Davis played his mother at the end. So before he went to the feast to meet his father's side of the family, the uncle asked him, do you want to meet your mother? He said, yes. Okay? Mind you, Antoine Fisher was in the system. He was adopted, wound up getting abused, got raped over at the other lady house. All right? She used to call him nigga. Right? Antoine Fisher had to break all the way down to get to that place of peace. And the last thing he did before he left that house was what, if you remember? He hugged his mother. And he said, I forgive you. And I love you. Period. So if you didn't get a chance to really catch that, go catch that. Check that part out right there. He said, I forgive you and I love you. She did her best to push herself away from him. All because she didn't feel like she knew him. But inside of her, she really wanted to draw close to him. That is when it's your job to make sure she knows that it's peace in the land. The same way my man Kel says, peace in the land. Antoine Fisher didn't have any more anger. After that weekend, he went home, met his father's side, generations, grandmother. And when the grandmother knocked on the table, told him to come, she did what all black mamas do. She smelled her grandson. Now, I don't know how that works in a woman, in a black woman, in a woman. But they could smell, the scent of who belongs to them. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I found that to be so amazing. I've seen it once before, only one time in my life, physically. And that's when a woman said, this baby is not yours. Smelt them and everything. It's not yours. Lo and behold, turned out not to be his. It was one of my friends. When he found out later on, it's called Mother Reese. That's what it's called. I'm about to look that up real fast. Mother Reese definition. A simplified. Okay, I definitely got to know more about it. I definitely need to know more about that, Kev. We're gonna introduce that the next show I have, and I think I'm gonna have you on here, and you're gonna be able to explain what that means. All right, that's what's up. But listen, I end with the Antoine Fisher story, right? And I tell you guys that if you know anybody that's in that situation, pray with them, talk to them, let them know that holding on to whatever you're holding on to, it ain't gonna change the situation. But forgiveness is tied directly to their assignment. Yo, it's your boy Vince Pass in the building. Y'all know what it is. You feel me? Y'all know what it is. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for coming tonight. Click, tag, and share this right here. You know, YouTube, you know what I'm saying, / Vince Pass 1. You feel me? Somebody else said something. Oh, man, thanks, Kev. I appreciate it, brother. I definitely appreciate you for coming through, letting me share your story. You know what I'm saying? Catch my man, Kel. You feel what I'm saying? KELZ. Got to put that up real fast. You feel me? Got to put the Kels up real quick. Hold on, y'all. Please don't go nowhere just yet. What is it? 21, right? Damn, there it is right there. Follow my man Kel. You dig what I'm saying? There he is right there. He ain't 21 though. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, man, you know what it is. Catch me, man, right here. Twitter.com. As usual, my man Drop52. Always dropping science. You feel what I'm saying? Vince Pass in the building, man. I'm on LinkedIn. If you really want to catch up to me, I'm dropping new blogs this week. Actually, on www.onevoiceonemic.com. All right? And as usual, you know what I'm going to ask y'all. Do y'all know your assignment? If you don't know your assignment, you need to go ahead and fall on your face and start having conversations with God. They're going to be tough. You may not like it, but they got to be done. You feel what I'm saying? You know your assignment. If you know anybody that's having it tough, you feel me? Who do you talk to? If you can't talk to anybody, just don't Yo, 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. I know it was Mother's Day yesterday, but happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers. I think mothers are amazing. I think God lived through women, and I don't got no more objection to it. All right, I just can't fight it no more. All right. I know y'all be like, yo, Vince crazy. And you know it's time to get out of here. After a long day of work, I got to keep on pushing. You feel me? It's your man, Vince Pass, in the building, man. I'm a hot fit y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.
Feels so good. Feels good, don't it? Everybody, come on. Throw your hands up. We got that feel-good music, that vibe to make you wanna lose it. Everybody stop what you doing, rock to the music, bounce to the music. For all my people all across the globe, we got that feel-good music that'll heal your soul. No matter